What is up, comic fans? Welcome back to the Legion of Comics. We're here for another look at New Comic Book Day, and we're going to come at you with the top 10 books that are releasing for, April 19th? So let's get right into it. Shout out to channel sponsor Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to check them out at their website and on social media so you don't miss out on the amazing things they're constantly dropping. They sponsor the monthly giveaway / prize for the channel members, so be sure to check out the channel membership and get in on the action. Also, the channel sponsor JustinComicx over on Instagram. If you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit him up and be sure to let him know you found him via the channel, or hit him with the promo code We Are Legion and take advantage of the special offers and deals that he runs for viewers of the channel. Also, this list is brought to you by none other than channel sponsor, the Augusta Book Exchange, my local comic shop, where I'll be picking up all these books as they drop this coming week. So let's get right into the list. I've looked at everything that's coming out. It is a great week. I'm excited for it. There's a lot of good stuff to read. So here are the top 10 books that I'm most looking forward to. Kicking it off with Jeremy Adams' Flash 797. We are done with the 1 Minute War. Holy crap, that was phenomenal. If you did not read it, go back and check it out. My God, it was good. I got dust in my eye in that last issue. But we only have a couple issues left with Jeremy. Very sad stuff. But they did just drop some covers and announce today all the details for the Green Lantern series. He's leaving Flash, going to Green Lantern. We got a couple issues. So these are just going to be fillers. It says multiversal field trip. We know in this issue that Flash is looking to get a superhero babysitter to take care of the kids, and it's going to be none other than Ace himself. So this is just going to be some fun Flash family shenanigans for the next couple of issues. So we get to that landmark 800 issue where we'll have numerous creators, numerous artists, and transitioning over to our next era with a brand new Flash #1 that'll be written by Cy Spurrier. So it's a great time to be diving into Flash, a great time to be checking out that 1 Minute War, and looking forward to the dawn of DC Cy Spurrier run. It's going to be vastly different than what Jeremy Adams has done. So I'm very curious to see what Cy is going to bring to the table and the shift in tone and everything. So yeah, Flash is high on my list right now. Next up, another one that is, man, this is probably the most solid monthly title that has come out of DC in a long while. And we're already up to issue 14. That blows my mind. But we got Superman and Batman in World's Finest, issue 14 by Mark Waid and Dan Mora on the art. So you can see it right there on the cover. Who killed Simon Stagg? It's Bruce Wayne's his business Lex Luthor, but Simon Stagg is dead. All signs point to Bruce Wayne, and we have a guest superhero, Metamorpho, in this one. So Metamorpho, Superman, and Robin are trying to clear the name of Bruce Wayne, and the only way they know how to do that is by solving the case of who killed Simon Stagg. Great book. Artwork is phenomenal. Hands down, one of my favorite books that DC is putting out on a monthly basis, and it seems to be a starting point for a lot of big events and stuff that happen. So it's definitely worth paying attention to and keeping your eyes on. Next up, we have a tie-in title for the current Revenge of the Gods going on in Wonder Woman 798. So this will be the second issue of Wonder Woman that event has tied into, as well as the final issue. And right there on the cover with one magic word, Shazam. So it says also featuring the new champion of Shazam, as well as Lazarus Planet Revenge of the God tie-in. So there's a lot going on with this, but really not that much at the same time. If you're not checking Wonder Woman out and you are planning on reading Revenge of the Gods, this is necessity reading. It's not a throwaway tie-in. It's basically just the next issue of Revenge of the Gods. It's looking like Wonder Woman might be teaming up with Mary Marvel. We know that Billy is depowered. The wizard Shazam took it back, so Captain Marvel is just like skin and bones in a bag of clothes right now. So it's going to be up to Mary and apparently Diana to come in and see what they can do about it. This has been a fun series. I wish they wouldn't have watered it down, putting the Lazarus Planet label on it. It need not that at all. It pretty much is just it's a story of the Greek gods and the wizard Shazam and waging war on man. And it's been dope. It's been really dope. We've been introduced to this new character called the Stranger, and we don't have a lot of details about him. So it could end up being a big character. It could end up being a character we know. It might just end up being a Greek god that's trying to play both sides of the coin. Who knows? But I'm along for the ride with this one, and we're right at halfway. Next up, oh my God, this has been so good. Superman issue #3 from Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell on the art. Again, you got that Dawn of DC header. Wherever you see that on shelves right now, double check. Check out those books. They're all hitting right now. This is a great initiative for DC. It's a great time for people to jump in and start checking out some of these books they have been following. And this story right here is primarily focusing on Parasite in the forefront. It's all being masterminded by some underground, looks like mad scientist kind of stuff that still hasn't been fully revealed. But this has been a great series. I cannot wait to see where it continues to go. Next up, another one, man. One of the few books from Marvel that I just will recommend to anybody. We have Punisher issue number 11 right here by Jason Aaron's. Punisher is fully embraced being the hand of the beast. He is full on taken over by the beast, and it looks like some of the heroes back that he's worked with and worked against over the years are all coming for him to address the situation with him. Fantastic series. Can't say enough about it. Next up, we have from the dude himself, Tom Taylor, Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, issue number 8 of 8. It all ends right here. The big finale to this epic journey from all the way from volume 1 to here. This has probably been the toughest run yet. They just somehow keep getting bigger and better, and they even added an element, without spoiling it, there's like an extra element behind the whole thing that took place. It's more than just a simple messed up anti-life equation. But yeah, I'm excited to see this final confrontation. I'm nervous to see who might not make it out. As you see, we've been rocking with the Trinity version 2.0 since early on. I hope they're all still standing when it's all said and done. Who knows? But John, Damian, and Wonder Girl there have just been phenomenal in this series. It has been a treat. Big shout out to Tom Taylor. And speaking of Superboys, we have Superboy Man of Tomorrow issue number 1. I think this is a 6-issue miniseries. So this is actually, if you remember back, DC Comics has done this annual thing. It's called the Round Robin Tournament, where they let their creators pitch ideas to us, the readers, the fans. And it's up to us to vote on which ones that we would like to see made into an actual story. They do different rounds of voting. They eliminate a few along the way. And this is the book that ultimately won last year's voting rounds. So that's pretty cool to think a super title has won. Like, it clearly shows that the House of L is really pushing hard right now. A lot of people are digging Superman and Superman titles, and it's great that Connor's getting a title right here. So I'm not real big on knowing what the story on this one's about. I'm kind of going in cold, but I'm definitely picking it up. Again, it's got that Dawn of the DC title. I don't know how that's going to really tie into it much, or if it'll build into the main continuity or not, being that it was written so far in advance. We'll have to see, but I'm definitely going to find out. And next one, here we go. Black Adam by Christopher Priest, issue number 10 of 12. This has been a wild ride along the way. And Kandak Under Siege right there on the cover. And what's the dude's name? God, like this, the big guy that's got him right there. He's been looking for him. He's come back from his past. All of his pantheon of gods are waging war on man. And as you can see, we've had these Rodriguez painted covers the whole way. John Jane got a B cover on that last issue. He's got the A cover on this issue. So I don't know if Rodriguez is off of it, but I'm Jane Gang to death. So let's do this. That's a gorgeous cover. Jang on an A direct. So he's making some major moves. And next up, dude, if you're a Power Ranger fan out there and you dropped off Rangers at any point, go back to issue 101 and start reading it again. We have Melissa Flowers is writing it now. Took over from Ryan Parrott. Oh my God, it's been so good. I cannot express how good this current run of Power Rangers is. Even if you're not a Power Rangers fan, it'd be a little too much probably to jump into. There's so much backstory that goes into it from being aware and familiar with the television show and everything. But Alpha 1 is here. Rita has taken over her dad's position as Mistress Vile now. Matt is presumed dead almost as a Green Ranger. They're scattered all over the place. And it looks like Dark Spectre is finally going to show up after years of building him up. It looks like we're finally at that point. Great stuff right here. Big shout out to Boom for pulling off such a successful run on Power Rangers of all things. It's great to be a Ranger fan with writing like this happening. And next up, and number 10 on the list, none other than Boom! Exo, Man of War, the Unconquered, the amazing, the unconquerable himself, Liam Sharp, is on the interiors on this. That alone sells the book, but Becky Cloonan is writing it with one other person. I forget who the other writer is on the book, but you got alien race of Romanus Legion coming after the Exo suit, and that's where we're at right now. He's trying to fight him off, but he's now gotten got by him, and he's heading to their ship. So we'll see where it goes. The art is insane. The dynamic writing in this pairs perfectly with Liam Sharp, where it feels like a high fantasy. It's just, dude, I'm all in for this book. Check this out for sure. And there'll also be a Shadow Man book from Valiant for Free Comic Book Day coming up, and there'll be a secondary story in that of Exo Unconquered here. So be sure you're on the lookout for that. And speaking of Free Comic Book Day, channel sponsor Augusta Book Exchange, my LCS, throws it down for Free Comic Book Day. Huge fun event. It's almost pretty much like a mini con. They have writers, they have artists, they have like all kinds of people that do all kinds of other artistic stuff, just local talent sets up, hangs out. It's a fun event. They normally have all kinds of cool sales. People show up dressed up and everything. It is just a good time. Certain shops just throw down like that. Others might not. It doesn't matter. But either way, if you're in the area, be sure to swing by the Augusta Book Exchange for Free Comic Book Day. And I do have a complete list of all the books that are going to be available that day, as well as some of the merchandise that comes along with the event that is up for purchase. They got some cool exclusive pops and stuff like that. So check your LCSs. Let them know ahead of time if it's stuff you're looking for, as well as Free Comic Book Day branded merchandise, like the actual Free Comic Book Day shirts that they do every year. All of those kind of things you can purchase to participate in the event. And that also goes back into helping the shops out tremendously, because they pay for these books that they give us for free. So anything that you might be interested in, be sure to look, because it could help out your shop. And that's the whole goal, is to get new people in reading, to have a blast, and to show our LCSs some love that day. So be sure to check that video out. I dropped it this past Monday. It's just a few videos back. Hit the thumbs up on this one. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Consider hitting that channel membership button and joining the Legion. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion. Boom.